My parents gambled their retirement on my brother, then asked me to save them. "You're the responsible one," my father said. "You'll figure it out. You always do." I was 58 years old when he said that to me, not as praise, as an expectation. We were sitting in my parents' living room, the same room where I used to do homework at the coffee table while my brother slept in on school days. The same room where I learned early that being dependable meant being invisible. I didn't argue. I just sat there, hands folded, listening as they explained how everything had fallen apart. But I want to tell you how it really began, because this story didn't start with money. It started with neglect. I was the child who never needed anything. Growing up, I was the easy one. I didn't cause trouble. I worked part-time. I paid my own way through college. My parents liked to say, "We don't worry about you." What they meant was, "We don't show up for you." My brother, on the other hand, was special. He had dreams, big ones, expensive ones. When he failed, they said he was finding his way. When I succeeded, they said, "That's just who you are." And somehow that made it my job to always be okay. They bet everything on him. After my husband passed, I became careful with money in a way grief teaches you. I saved, I planned, I thought about the future because no one else would. My parents did the opposite. They took money out of their retirement early. They refinanced their paid-off house. They ignored every warning sign, all from my brother's next opportunity. When I asked questions, my mother snapped, "We believe in him. Why can't you?" That's when I realized something painful. They weren't just supporting him. They were protecting their belief that they hadn't been wrong all along. When it all collapsed, the call came sooner than I expected. The business failed, the money was gone, the house was being sold. I drove over that same day. My parents looked older than they had a month before. Fear does that to people. My mother held my hand and said, "We need help." My father added, "You're our backup plan." Backup plan. Not daughter, not equal child. Plan. The moment I was asked to sacrifice myself. They wanted me to use my retirement savings, to take them in, to give up the life I had carefully built. My brother? He was starting over somewhere else. I went home that night and stared at the ceiling, realizing something I'd never let myself admit before. If I said yes, I would disappear completely, and no one would ever come to save me. Choosing boundaries over guilt. The next morning, I went back. My voice shook, but I spoke slowly. I will help, but I won't destroy my future to fix choices I didn't make. My mother cried. My father called me selfish, but I stayed calm. I helped them find senior housing. I paid for professional advice. I showed them dignity without surrendering mine. And for the first time in my life, I said no without apologizing. This is not a revenge story. My parents live modestly now. My brother is still chasing dreams, and I live with peace I earned the hard way. Because fairness matters. Because love should not come with a bill attached. Because being responsible doesn't mean being expendable. They gambled everything on hope. I chose stability. And sometimes the bravest thing you can do is